But just look forward for me, that in 4 years, where you think we'll be as a country.
Well, if we trip over this fiscal cliff, and if we tank our economy and tank the world economy, 4 years from now, we're going to be in a really tough spot. Today, as we sit here, you know, the income inequality in this country is greater than it's been at any time since 1928. And the reason for that, there are a bunch of them, but one of them is that economic growth in the United States in the last recovery and in this recovery has decoupled from wage growth and job growth, which is the most salient fact for the people I represent. The idea that you'd have a growing economy but falling median family income means that you've got a recession even when you've got a recovery, if you're the middle class in this country. We need to change that, and I think that if we can get this fiscal house in order, just the exercise of the bipartisanship will be a huge step forward. You know, flexing those muscles, being able to show the world that we can do this in America, in our democracy, being able to reclaim leadership in the world, because the Europeans are going to have to ask a lot more of their people than we're going to have to ask of ours. Let's get this behind us. And then I think what we're going to see is, if we can ask ourselves whether our regulatory code or our statute book and our tax code, whether it's designed in a way to align to wage growth and job growth, or whether it's not. And if we can answer that in the right way, we're going to add real velocity to the economy, and we're going to see the middle class begin to rise in this country. And if you couple that with the educational discussion we had earlier, we'll be on our way in this incredibly diverse, incredibly innovative country in which we live. We need a politics that's worthy of the place that we all call home. That's what we have to rebuild. And if we do that 4 years from now, I think we're all going to be feeling pretty good.
Sounds like a pretty, pretty rosy view of the world. Do you really
I gotta get up in the morning.
Do you really think the atmosphere is going to be like that in the next few months?
Let me just speak about the Senate, because I'm not as familiar with what's going on in the House, but I have talked to a lot of Republican and Democratic colleagues throughout the election cycle and after the election cycle. I think people are prepared to do what's necessary to get this deal done and get it behind us. I really do.
Okay. You want to race to the door?
Let's race to the door.
Thanks you very much.
Thanks, everybody.